the maps and all the rounds, if you exclude Inferno, it was 16-2 if you're just joining us to on the opening map. Then we went to Overpass and it went to overtime. But clinically, New England Whalers took the win. We're going to Mirage now. It's the third map, and whoever loses this is eliminated from DreamHack Masters Winter 2020. It's the North American edition. If you're still up and alive and kicking with us, if you're from Europe, well played, because I've had to have many monster energies to keep me going throughout all of this. And if you're tuning in from North America, well, enjoy the madness, enjoy the Counter-Strike, because right now, all eyes are on these two teams for who will make it that step further in the tournament. And one of these guys will be facing off against Mythic.
If you stay with us, well, let me tell you, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being with us on this journey. We're talking about Mirage, sorry. It's a map that both teams picked in their first series. So I think it's safe to say they both know how to go about it.
A map that both of these lineups like to play. Ben struggling a little bit here in the pistol, getting shot down without even firing his Glock off. RCF keeps fighting, backs off, and that's a good idea. Fang gets headshotted as well, and he will be taken down in just a matter of seconds. There we go, RCF with another one. They're pushing in towards jungle, but Fasten is saying no. Rampage will have to do it by himself. Gets one. Can he get another one? 3 players are waiting for him. He has to get it done, and he cannot do it. DJ, 1 versus 3, getting one. Can he get another one? Yes! Can't connect him. There we go. He's reloading. Matcher. He's doing it.
Oh my, he's done it.
3. What is going on with this game?
He's done it all.
What is going on?
The P250 and the 4 kills. New England Whalers surfing the wave of the comeback on that second map. And DJ, oh, that was so... I want to say it was clinical, but then it started cleanly and then it ended up being very messy. But sometimes the fashion doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is to win the round.
It was terrible from Gaming. Terrible shooting right there. As you said, good job on DJ, I guess, punishing them in that situation. But wow, that's going to sting big time for right there. They cannot be satisfied with losing that round. They had it already won. It was done and dusted, but DJ and his P250 wanted it differently. 1-0 for the Whalers. If this is what we can expect from Mirage, I guess it's going to be another fun, interesting end.
You know it's going to be all over the place.
Yeah, maybe.
Gaming, they actually won against Team 1 on Mirage, so they had a decent showing at that. I remember RCF and Dumao being completely lights out. Now into this force by 3 scouts, Deagle and Deagle. We know the combination can be absolutely deadly. 1 scout hit in the belly and a Deagle shot in the foot, and you are down. That is the combination that Gaming is going for. DJ looks to be unaware of the danger that's in front of him. But the New England Whalers, they change opinions, they change course. They attack the A bomb side. Bu completely alone with the Mac 10, nothing to do here against Fang, pushing the advantage towards CT spawn, adding another one to the tally. Fasten all this time in the apps, great shot. But is it gonna have any consequence in the round?
Woo! Maybe now, Swisher getting a nice Deagle shot in here as well. There's a player close to him, 27 HP on Fang. If he can connect that shot with the Deagle, is he aware? He's not. Fang gave him a shot right here of winning that duel. Couldn't quite connect the shots though, and that is it. Fasten getting a cosmetic kill. Maybe another one right here. That's a nice shot towards Fang. There we go.
It's looking good.
They make it expensive, yeah. They make it expensive. I think Fasten has been playing well today, overall, when you look at his individual contribution. He was playing alright on Overpass. He was, of course, good in the first map. Everyone were for Gaming, but compared to the first time we saw him, I think he stepped it up a little bit. And he's definitely showing that the aiming part of the game, he got that under control as of right now. Expensive round for the Whalers, but they still win it. And as you said, that is the most important thing.
Indeed. Gaming will move into this round with very, very little to invest. Fasten has the Mag 10 and a Kevlar to play with, so I guess he could pose some threat. But the Whalers, they have no time to chill. Straight up to that B go. Bu calling for backup, calling for help. Fisher is here as well with the Deagle. Couple of shots through the smoke, but it's Dumao to kick things off. Great response from Rampage. He's holding the smoke. It's going to be an easy kill onto Swisher. Where's the rest of the team? Well, they completely divert their course. They want none of that business. They realize the B-bomb side is done. Maybe looking for any avenues to gather up AKs, Galils, anything they can bring to the next round, because it is not a question who's gonna take this third. It is very clearly the Whalers. But Ye Gaming could make it expensive. They could put some money in their banks, I guess, outside their opponent's bank. A little bit of a boost is coming in from RCF, the Deagle from the long distance. But no one is coming their way. Very disciplined from the Whalers. Together saving towards B apps. And as they hear the footsteps, they realize there's going to be no opportunity whatsoever. Good job from the New England Whalers.
Indeed, it is. 3-0. And we now head into the first buy round of this game. First full buy round, that is. And AWP on towards RCF. Definitely seen that with that weapon in his hand, he is effective, he's dangerous, and he's somewhat explosive as well. Dumao as well. Haven't really been impressed with his op skill so far. He can hit some shots, but hasn't found the same amount of success as with the rifles, I feel. Swisher takes the first one, connects the second one as well. That is beautiful by Swisher. Bew as well coming out, getting a kill, and well, that was the first buy round, and it took roughly 15 seconds before that to be more or less over. RCF getting the bomb here as well. And now it's all up to DJ 1 versus 5. I'm having such a hard time getting a grasp of what's going on with these North American games, right? You look at the Whalers, they look to be in control, they win the pistol, somewhat lucky, convert, look good, and then next round, 13 seconds in, and it's all done.
I think the key in this round was that they used at least 2 to 3 flashes to take mid, but they were used so early that when it was actually time to fight on it, they were lacking, you know, that late flash, the late timing, the one that pops in your back. They used a great amount of them early on just to make sure that the AWP wouldn't be an issue. But then when it was time for Swisher to swing from catwalk, then a flash was missing. They needed that late flash element, and it wasn't just here. Bew as well striking in from outside the smoke towards Connecta was all they needed. And Ye Gaming will be extremely satisfied with this round. The question for them becomes also to just save a little bit of money as well.
Yeah.
That is job done. 4 players alive. Let's call it a great success for Ye Gaming.
Super response, let's be honest. Getting to keep the double op setup as well, that's important. Dumao and RCF. That could be a key to victory if they can make that work here on the CT side. We heard a couple of guys say yesterday, we don't know how to play against the double op setup or even the triple op setup, so it could be a thing here in North America that they're not really comfortable going up against that, so the longer they can keep on to that, the better.
Look at Ye Gaming. They have absolutely no one on the A side. They've made the decision to dedicate all their resources to fight towards mid. Obviously, the New England Whalers are not aware of that fact, but it is only Fassin, the closest player, and he is towards stairs. Everyone is now out of position. That is a grossly missed smoke, and there is a huge gap. Will they pay the price for it? They have to be ready. Fassin strikes in through the smoke. Easy kill onto Rampage. Adjusting with the AK. The trade comes in from DJ. Good job. A Swisher as well not smoked. I think there have been a lot of mistakes made with cross replacements when it comes to smokes. But nevertheless, New England Whalers now bombed down. 3 players alive. They have a chance in this clutch. It starts extremely wrong with RCF with a quick response from DJ again. He's been on point with the trades and he's going to go for more. Not able to adjust. Pulling alone now with the Galil. And he won't make it. Again, Jacob, I'm asking you, what is up with the smokes?
I wish I had the answer for you. It is...
Tell me, man.
As simple as it looks, right? It's a missed smoke. It's a player not, as you said, putting the croshair where it's supposed to be. And even the smallest gap in this world of Counter-Strike, well, you will be punished.
Because there was a smoke deep into city spawn. I mean, I can understand that, I mean, at the highest level, the jungle smoke has to be perfect. And there was a huge gap in here. And obviously, we saw Fassin taking advantage of it. But the CT spawn smoke was so deep. Like, is that a plan in itself? Do they want to take CT spawn and push it forward? I can't really see the logic behind it.
When you do the deep CT smoke, there's a chance you can't stay at top of ticket, you know, so you want to
maybe
that out.
Yeah, I could understand. I'm just trying to see, maybe I'm missing some part of it, right? I just don't want to be overly critical, think what's the reasoning behind, but we'll see it again. Another A execute coming in.
This time Bew will have to defend it though. Good grenade coming in right here. He gets the first one. No, gets completely blinded, but stays alive in the smoke and is just causing a lot of chaos right now. Rampage finds a kill. The same goes on for Fastin, and they have lost control over the bomb site. Bomb has gone down, but in a 4 versus 3 retake, just against Tech9, it should be somewhat doable. But Dumao going by himself, I don't know why. Swisher left in jungle, gets the first one, can't get the second one. That's DJ getting the refrag, and now it's a 2 versus 2, and time is running out. RCF finding a nice shot. Molotov coming into the bomb. Is he gonna stick it? He's not, and he finds the kill as well. DJ, that is.
Oh, but the smoke has been failed as well. The smoke did not extinguish the Molotov, so for RCF, time is of the essence. I do believe that DJ used a lot of bullets and he's not connecting. I think that should be it. RCF will pull the Ninja defuse through the smoke. The knife fight. Knife against AWP, man. The odds are against you. RCF adding insult to injury. Defusing in the smoke and then besting his opponent. Knife in the hand. Good retake. It was really dicey for a second. I think the New England Whalers did a good job at closing the gap with these Tech 9s. A couple of mistakes here and there made by EA Gaming. And that could have been horribly, horribly wrong.
I feel that right there, that was a reference round for North American Counter-Strike. It can look good. You can do a simple execute and you can somewhat find success with it. But when it goes down to the clutches, everything is just a big mess. Every player thinks he has to be the star. He has to be the guy closing out the round. Swisher and View. Well, they are the stars right now, finding 2 entry frags, but just to finish on the point, it's like every single player has this mentality that I want to be the guy getting the next kill. No, I want to be the guy getting the next kill. So we just see duels all over the place. And it's going to be so scrappy time and time again. I really do firmly believe if one team would just make a habit to be smart, then they could come so far here in North America in the situations, circumstances right now. Fang getting a kill towards Swisher. It's still a round that is somewhat open, 3 versus 4. We've seen worse. We've seen worse. It can still be possible.
That's a great move right here. Fastin with a great move. He's gathering a lot of information. Bu have to be a little bit careful juggling around that smoke. He's hearing a lot of steps and he's being somewhat attracted, pulled towards that stimulus, but you have to be careful. The A side is completely in lockdown. So for Bu, it's only about slowly transferring to B. RCF, that line is so deadly. I'd be extremely surprised to see anyone being ready for that, and so they aren't. RCF puts another one on the ground, and Fastin hasn't even been revealed. So EA Gaming have exactly everything they need. Bu's about to be tested. They try and isolate the B bomb side. The spray does not come through, and now they doubt A or B. Good catch by RCF. He's been nice out in this map so far, and another one. He's closing it. 9 kills and 2 deaths. We talked about him as being one of the star players of this lineup, and so far, Jacob, he's stepping up massively on Mirage.
Sure is. Great response coming in here from EA Gaming. Nice kill by RCF. Keeping it calm, keeping it collective, and connecting the shots when needed to. Closing out the rounds, and as you said, 9 to his name already. That's not a bad start. They went down 3-0, and now they're up 4-3. EA Gaming is getting a grasp of this game. This fast B-split coming in right here. Bu maybe will be tested a bit towards connector, but he decides to back off. These Tech 9s, they are finding ground so quick, and Bu have no idea there's a player to his left. Gets the team Nate in his face, I guess you can say as well. Seems like both teams right now are stressing a little bit. They don't have to, but I guess it's the nerve of the game.
Ooh, Swisher. Little does he know, 3 players behind that smoke. He must have an idea that nade is going to be beautiful. A lot of damage. Almost 100 being chuckled down. And he's got backup. He's got RCF right behind him. So the deadly duo is in place. Good pop flash. I think the timing is going to be absolutely beautiful. He peeks on it. First kill easily, and the spray control is beautiful. 2 kills out there. RCF now from jail position. AWP in hand. He's got the backup of Dumao. So the CTs have everything they need. Easy kill. And it's all onto Rampage. It's a name we've been mentioning a lot on Overpass. Can he actually pull up some magic? No, he cannot. The AWP will be recovered. And EA Gaming, I feel like, are somewhat stabilizing the situation. They've put some money in the bank. Look at this. Everyone having between 3,000 and 5,000. Actually, that money just disappeared buying into an AWP. So the situation is not as good as I thought it would. But still, EA Gaming look alive right now.
They sure do. They're winning the rounds. It's not pretty. It gets a bit dicey round after round. But as you said on the Overpass, no win is a small win. Oh, no victory is a small victory. And whatever you said.
I'm not going to be the one, criticizing you for that. I have a very liberal use of words when it comes to idioms.
I want to, you put it into my brain, so I'm blaming you if it's not correct.
I'll take a little bit of a responsibility of that one.
You take 70 and we're good.
70? Yeah, tough negotiator, man.
Yeah, well, that's just me.
Look at this. EA Gaming completely flipping the script this time around, putting Dumao on the secondary AWP. He's going to be playing over that cupboard. A very tough angle to clear, and New England Whalers, they are completely changing their approach. Up until this point, they played extremely fast, mainly oriented toward mid. Bu punished this time around, and here it pays off. The Whalers have pulled all breaks, and they're finding the kills.
They sure are. They have a double ult setup still in place right here. Dumao spots a player, but I think that player is well aware of what's going on. He's just going to fake the presence, and then the hit is going to come in towards the A-bomb side. RCF is sitting and waiting though, but yeah, wait.
They're pulling back.
Yeah, they just want to go back and smoke maybe.
Are they played themselves, Jacob? No, they realize right now that it would have been too long to go back to B, and they would have been open to so many different scenarios. But if RCF can adjust the first kill, oh, that is a heavy miss. He had the opportunity to find the impact. Swisher now, hiding in the smoke, hearing a couple of footsteps. But it's going to be oh so complicated for him to find a kill. Fang is very careful with the situation. In a matter of 10 seconds, all hopes of EA Gaming are completely squashed.
Dumao, all he can do right here is try to save that AWP. If he does, there's a decent buy potentially coming in. If not, then I think they're going to struggle money-wise. You have two players on 1,500 and 1,600. The rest can buy. And RCF, he didn't wait a second. Holy moly. It took him roughly half a second to buy that AWP. He's not waiting for anything. Maybe mad about missing that shot. You can see it on his body language as well. Not too satisfied about that missed opportunity. The Whalers, they answer back, put another round to their name, and it's now 5 versus 4. This feels like a rerun of some of the other games we've had on Mirage. It's just back and forth, back and forth. None of the teams are really playing stellar Counter-Strike or clinical Counter-Strike, but it's, as we like to call it, a fist fight. Just goes back and forth.
It's about to go down fast and unsuspected that timing. And why would he? Wow, he's too fast to adjust. I have no idea how he got away with that one. That is a very welcome kill that he gets in that position. I thought surely the time would play against him. But as we are used to say, a one-for-one trade will usually favor the offense, because the CTs have basically the same amount of map control to retain. Well, they have a severe lack of bodies and resources, whereas the offense can just stick together and play the numbers game. So we'll see if EA Gaming is able to compensate for the situation. So far, they are staying extremely separate. Everyone has his own responsibility. We'll see if that's the right approach.
Yeah, I would like them to play together, at least try something here, but I guess it depends on what the Whalers want to do. Right now, I don't think they've decided either. You can see the bomb slowly but surely moving towards the A-bomb side, so it's going to be this A-hit once again. RCF is sitting in CT spawn. Rampage just want to make sure nobody's going to flank him, and there we go. So it's going to be the classic 3-1 split. One coming from underground, 3 coming up towards the A-bomb side. RCF and CT spawn, Bew coming in as well. So the 2 big weapons over here to defend the A-bomb side. That's a positive.
They have a shot. They have a shot. RCF adjusts onto DJ. And Bew is completely undetected, but that Molotov is going to push him out of position. In the grasp of the AWP, can he get the shit? No, he cannot get the kill. The shot and the kill became a very strange word right there. RCF having to second guess himself right here. Do we go for the attempt or do we save? Leave the casino, get your chip and go home. There is no way back into this round. Dumao is fighting back as good as he can. But the lack of defuse kit will be the final nail in the coffin for EA Gaming. I feel like the Whalers have found their way. They have found the protocol on how to approach this map. They're staying very defensive in the first 20 to 25 seconds. And so far, so good. They're always finding the kills, always punishing the aggression that is coming out of EA Gaming.
Whalers answers back with an additional round to their name. That's 2 in a row. And now also the money is looking so sad for EA Gaming. I find myself to be relatively disappointed right now, because I think the first map was so good for EA Gaming. I think Overpass had elements where both teams were playing some solid Counter-Strike. And now we're getting to Mirage, and it's just becoming this NA madness, back and forth FPL style, and not sure why they haven't been able to reach a better level when it comes to playing Mirage, but it is what it is, and I guess we get handed the cards we get right now, and it's again, this still hasn't stabilized for any of the teams. It's back and forth as set. RCF still on an AWP, Dumao one of them 4, and the rest of the boys will have to save this one. So a golden opportunity for Whalers to take the lead in the game. They were up 3-0, then they went down 5-3. For the first time since then, they can now take the lead.
But Pimp, you love the NA madness. You love it. You love to see it, the craziness. The madness as it goes down from start to finish. As Pimp looks at me as if he's going to kill me.
Someone just had some chocolate. And I guess you guys can guess who that is.
I came back full strength, fully alive. Thank you very much for the carrier, boys. We needed some food. My diabetic ass did not want to die on the stage in front of you. And wow, few heady going to be landed. But all in all, there is a chance now for Yeah Gaming in this one. RCF with the AWP. Doesn't want to overextend here. Will he check close left? Oh, he doesn't quite see it. Fang will get the better of him in that one. Swisher. Just a USP and a dream, and that dream is going to be quickly turned around. Maybe the New England Whalers will gift him an opportunity. Maybe he can pick himself up a weapon or something to play with. Both of them have taken very defensive positions here. And Twitch chat goes mad as my voice comes back, as so does Fang, as he gets destroyed by the USP, and Swisher will save an AWP. Ben, still not fragging out. He had one good part of overpass, and he puts a smiley face up on the screen. I wouldn't be smiling.
No, to be fair, I think he's the only reason why Whalers are still alive. I don't know how, but as you said,
in overpass, he pulled it back, yeah.
Yeah, he was at 5 kills when we got into OT, so he had 5 kills in 30 rounds, and within the overtime, he got an additional 7 to his name, so that was
I'm going to quickly look. I'm going to quickly look and see how many he actually got.
I think it was 7, maybe 6.
On overpass.
Fantastic. He had 5 when we hit into OT.
Yeah, five in OT, and then guess where he ended? Go on, fire it out there.
So 12, I guess?
14.
All right then, holy moly.
He out-fragged Fang in the end. Oh no, he didn't. Fang got 15.
Okay.
But that's close. That was a catch-up nearly.
Sure was. RCF finding an opening kill, and that is Yeah Gaming answering back. Of course, it's been the script almost for this game. It's a bit back and forth. You can almost set a watch after it and just put your alarm to a certain time. When you come back, it will be 15-15.
Should I do that? Do you want me to go?
Try.
Okay, see you later.
We don't need you, James.
Wow.
You're dispendable.
Mate, none of you two can do the play-by-play without me. You don't have the hype. You don't have the love. You'll be on the brink of madness. Maniac will be getting tongue-tied with French added into it, thrown into the mix. Maybe a bit of German here every now and again.
If you're done talking, I'm going to try right here to see if Dumao can't do anything about this B push. Swisher is in a good position. 1 kill for each. Fang tries to respond back, but Dumao says no. Hone alone in a 1 versus 4, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it, James. You said what?
Where was the hype in that pimp? Where was the whoa? Yeah. Ah! Oh! All the kills. Everything going down. You failed miserably, pimp. You let down.
All right. You know what who fails miserably as well? You want to take a guess, James?
New England Whalers in that map.
That was the first map.
Will it be the series though, pimp?
No, me.
Oh.
I failed again. Because after the first game, I set up my expectations. I thought, okay, you know what? Yeah, Gaming, that was impressive. That was some solid Counter-Strike. I even would go as far as saying the first 25 rounds in overpass, I was like, all right, that was a good game. You know, both teams pulling out some good stuff and playing at a decent level.
I felt the same.
So the problem is when you have expectations, even though they're not as high as you may would have liked them to, when you then fail to meet set expectations, you are left with a feeling of disappointment, and that is the feeling I'm sitting with right now. Because I do think both teams have the ability to play better than they're doing right now, but they're both buying into the concept that they don't want to play better, because they're pressuring each other to play scrappy Counter-Strike, and they both have their arms open and say, sure, let's do it.
But what about this, pimp, right? Let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Go ahead.
Could it just be that these players are not used to such intense, high-profile elimination matches, and right now they're pretty tired?
Yeah, that could definitely be a thing.
Because
but then
we definitely knew they could play better. I'll give them that.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. RCF is still alive, still kicking, still finding the opening kills. That's the second round in a row he does that now. If I'm not mistaken. The A push is coming in. Bomb is towards the A bomb side. 33 seconds left, James. Let's hear that play-by-play.
Oh, I'm ready for it. All day long. You throw to me while I have a drink in my hand and some water in my mouth, and I'm still delivering. But who's not delivering right now? It's Yeah Gaming. View's going to do his best from up top, but he can't get anything done. New England Whalers get the plant down on A. Dumal believes he can tag him up through the box, but he's not going to hit any shots. Swisher working his way through connector. He's looking, but he's not going to look hard enough. He's actually just walked past Ben, who at any point could just slap him down and he will jump out of his chair. He's just in the middle of the site, right in the open. They're back to back. Someone give me an overview of this. Oh, boys. Ben is just chilling. Oh. Okay, Ben, that was not the greatest of aim, but you still got the second one at least. So I'll give you that. And guess what I'm going to do now, Pimp?
You gonna eat a piece of chocolate?
No, I'm not going to eat a piece of chocolate. I'm going to tag the other homie back in.
Here we go. We are back on track. I'm ready.
There you
I'm
go.
hyped.
Look at that.
Talk about emotion. Talk about how I bring it. I mean, I miss a couple of words here and there, but the hype is here definitely.
I love it. I'm all down for it, Maniac. Bring the hype. Bring the pain.
Let's do it.
It's all about staying true to yourself, guys.
Yep.
As long
We
as
are
you-
insane.
Yeah, exactly.
You are Pimp.
Exactly.
Or as Passion would call you, Pip.
You know what? Who's insane as well? That is Rampage. He was terrible on Inferno, but he was fantastic in Overpass. And so far on Mirage,
Ooh.
he's been playing well as well. Fang with another nice double kill. To be fair, it's a round where nothing has been invested really from EA Gaming. So the hype, let's save that for the next one, James.
Clean.
Let's save
There's
it
no
for-
hype. I'm just happy with the cleaning. Oh,
Oh.
it was. It was clean, you know.
See, you set up expectations, you feel heavy, and you get disappointed.
Pimp, how many times has your expectations been hurt over the course of North American Counter-Strike?
How many
I
days
thought
have
that
we
we
been
got 2 O's
No,
today.
what
so-
about your career as well?
Oh, okay. Well, I spent a year in North America, and that was, 365 days. So I'd say 364 maybe.
Who's the best North American Counter-Strike player you ever played with? Elish?
Elish, without
Yeah, I thought
no
that.
one even come close to Elish.
Elish is probably one of the most underrated ones, though, right?
How can it be underrated? We talk about it all the time.
I mean, in the sense that, you know, when you look at the fans, we know what we're talking about with Elish, but the fans always like, he hasn't won a major.
There was a time in North America, and no disrespect to Stewie 2K, there was a time when people thought Stewie were the best player coming out of North America. To be fair, he had a period where he was insane in Cloud9, but nobody ever came close to Elish. He's a great teammate, he's a great communicator, he's smart as hell, and you saw last year on the server, he was ranked number 5 in the world.
And this is what I'm saying, right? There's one thing I look at when it comes to it. You don't need a major to be an incredible overall player. And you don't need a major to be Doomau and hit a shot while blind, you know?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm going
Ben
to
just
cut
goes
your
down.
podcast. Going to go back to the game for a second.
We are in the game. That's what I just spoke about, the shot. Wait, what are you on about?
That was a
Just
good
ignoring
cut
me,
back.
Maniac. Thanks. I brought it back and you're like, I'm just going to ignore you guys and bring it back because I'm all about Maniac.
What? Where's that one going from?
Ego.
The Wailers now 4v5. And we see the rotation coming out of EA, but fortunately for the wrong side. They don't know it. Utility is being deployed, and Fasten's gonna have a lot to do. He's on his own. He tucked himself nice and cozy behind that smoke. It's a very hard angle to clear, and that could be the difference maker. Good job by Blue to start it off. A lot of damage as well onto DJ. Fasten knows the time. They're aware of the risk. RCF misses a critical shot, and he's gonna pay the price for it. It's a 3 versus 2. Make that a 3 versus 1 now. Rampage alone, and we mentioned his name so many times on Overpass. Can he do it again? No, he cannot. Swisher will put him on the ground. 8-7.
An 8-7 first half. Good job to New England Whalers. But it's only one round, and we know what EA Gaming can do. And we'll see what they can do after the break.
I can't stand when you are not near. We can sort it out when you're here. Face to face. Let's talk about it. Face to face. Let's talk about it.
not wasting time, 'cause I'm already gone. So long, can you stay the night? 'Cause you're the thing I want. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out. 'Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now, like you do now. The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers, everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. Whoa. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. When it's late at night, I feel you on my
Just like the song you just heard, it's electricity between these two teams as we got the New England Whalers going up against Yeah Gaming, and Pimp looks like he's about to hit me in the face. Just have some fun with me, man.
That's the DMCA right in your face right there.
They own the music, they just played it. How can I get in trouble for that?
Well, I don't know.
Leave me alone.
Fastin, yeah, he wants to stay out of trouble, but he can't. Rampage and the rest of the team within the matter of a couple of seconds have put this one into a 1 versus 3. I'm not even sure how Bew is left alone, but all right then. Let's see what he can do. The first pistol was a 1 versus 3 for DJ. He won that. Can Bew do the same thing? Finding the first, and now there is plenty of time to work with.
Of course, this is the way it goes. He's got the bomb, he's got a USP, and he has armor as well to play with. This is Bew, the friendly French
Oh, you
goat.
could have said it's beautiful. It was right there for the taking. It was right there for the taking.
Maniac,
James.
why didn't you say it? It's your fault, not mine.
I'm really,
I've had
really,
so
really
much
not
monster
confident
energy.
with my jokes.
What is the time? I've had so much monster energy. I think it's actually not
Okay,
actually safe anymore.
I'll take that one. Bew, in 1 versus 2. He saw a shoulder, but he's got no idea about the second one. He's just going to go straight in for the duel,
Oh, he's doing
making
it.
his way towards the B-bomb side.
He's doing it. He's going to get the money for the plant as well. Maniac's carrying me through this.
I'm ready. I got you, mate. Now,
Mate.
does he go for the fake or does he go for the full plant? He's going to have to
Check
make a
it.
decision. 35 seconds to play with. He knows he has to find somewhat of a kill before he plants.
No, he
He's
doesn't.
going to stick it. Fang and DJ both coming in together from... Oh, that's again a shoulder being seen.
Oh!
Bew with the first one. He could make it. He could clutch it again. Bew with the USP and he's going to do it. Bew is the saver of the pistol rounds.
Beautiful.
Right, fair enough. You can have that one. I don't know what you ate in that break, but you're coming in with a lot of energy. You are ready.
So's Bew.
Well, let me just circle back to the beginning of this current round as you were singing beautifully. It was a, what, 3 versus 1? 4 versus 1? Bew was completely alone in the apps. And the waiter, Jacob is just like, he's just making noise.
He's a mad kid.
But yes, it was absolute turnaround from Bew. You love to see it. You love to see it for the plays, for the glory, for the fame. And now it's only pistols against him. New England Whalers realized they got a little bit overexcited in that situation. Taking a deep breath, probably doing some yoga or some Pilates, something like that.
Pilates.
Thank you.
Pilates.
That's what you
It's
say
like
in German.
potatoes and Pilates in one. Oh, God, I'm the one that needs help. Soon enough, it'll be the New England Whalers, though. There's a couple of them are spotted out there, trying to push them short. Swisher taking the tap shots with the Glil. We see a lot of Glils in North America. I don't understand why, but they're proving us that maybe it is viable until that happens. Shots to the face, USP getting it done, but guess who it is? It's
He's
the
back.
Mr. Bew, the
He's
friendly
back.
ghost from France, as named by Maniac, his best friend.
They still made that somewhat expensive for Yeah Gaming, losing 2 armors, 2 guns, and a set of grenades. So despite the next to none investment coming in from the Whalers, they still got 2 kills. That was somewhat impressive, trying to find the positive spin on that one.
I got you, mate.
I guess that the pistol round we just witnessed evens out the pistol round we saw in the first half. which was also a 1 versus 4.
Drag them to overtime. RCF went 11-1 in opening duels in regulation and overpass. He was an absolute beast. We talked about him. He was an absolute carry. Can he do that again on Mirage? He's been, not, I don't want to say quiet, but he hasn't been stellar so far. But he's going to have the opportunity.
The better fragging team in general, right, has been but the individuals that can shine has been New England Whalers. Like, again, we are at 9-8 and Ben is on 5 kills. What happened here?
He's been struggling a little bit. Good thing is, though, we see Fang for the first time fragging out. He's at 17 kills right now, doing a good job for the Whalers. Ben, he's being tested towards the B bomb site, and he'll have to stand tall by himself. There's no backup anywhere. Hits the first one, get another one. That'll be nice, but you cannot quite connect it. Does some damage towards Bu, but we got a 4 versus 4 on the bomb. Is about to go down, James.
It is about to go down.
Look at the flank. Look at
It's
the
a
lurk.
retake scenario. There is alert going on, but will they be aware of it? One player's up high, and he'll soon be seen. Oh, wow. DJ. He tried something on his own, and it's not going to work out. Rampage, he spotted one, but he's not going to give away his position. He gets the heady to start things off. He's going in for more, but that's all he's going to get. Times are ticking away. The CTs are running out of options, and a forward position from Fast In will net him the opening kill. Now, Pwn alone is going to try and Pwn alone to clutch out this round. It's a 1v1. It's certainly winnable. He's got the AK, and he's looking for the next man. He starts to spray out, but Bu is too perfect. He's clean. He knows what's up. He shoots the dead body, and he's making sure he makes a statement.
That was close as can be, James.
8
Close as can be.
HP. That's it.
You think about Rampage
1 HP
clutch?
would be as close as it can be. Come on.
Technically, you're not wrong.
Thank you.
Let me have
That's
a
a
liberal
fact.
use of the
Fact.
of these idioms. The thing is, Rampage, with that lurk, I don't think he realized how much of a timing he had. I can respect the fact that he didn't want to go through the smoke, and obviously for us, it is so easy because we have all that information.
Yep.
But he was so fast. He was so fast behind his opponents. He could have just gone for it. He would have had that easy double kill. He tried to play it the smart way, hide behind the smoke, pay the price for it. Pwn alone, using the great flash, but not able to adjust. Dumao, completely blind, was still dispatch of him quite easily.
Where's Rampage? He's one that hits some sick deagle shots. Where's he at right now?
That's
What
the one we
what
have
is
on our
that-
screen right now.
What is that deagle he's got? Someone tweet me and tell me what skin that is. I want that.
It's not going to make you better.
Doesn't matter.
You're not going to hit the shots he does.
Definitely not.
not how it works.
NA deagles hit different.
They have the savoir-faire with the deagle.
Oh,
They
hello.
definitely do.
Here we go. The arousal's starting once
Here we
again.
go. The later we get, the more French I become.
I love it. Keep going.
Gonna hit you with the dictionary later on.
Pardon?
Pardon me?
Say that again?
No, you're gonna have to wait. He gave me now executing on the A side. They are aware that they're facing an eco round. They just want to make it as clean as possible. Good utility usage with the lack of flashes. DJ using it. Fang combining together for a kill. It's not gonna be enough. Bu, he's on cleaning duty, and he makes an amazing work, pristine job from the apps. 4 versus 2, and the end of that round shouldn't really be a question anymore. Fast in. Dispatching of Rampage, and it's all on to Ben Lead. As a reminder, Ben Lead's been struggling heavily on overpass, but he stepped up massively when needed the most.
Yeah, that's the impact he had.
But he needs to do it a little bit earlier now.
Yeah, to save them from having to even think about overtime, right? Especially the fact they're now already down 3 rounds at the end of this one.
To save Jacob's sanity.
That too.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Are you?
Yeah, EA Gaming are alive as well. I don't know why you guys are pushing this narrative so bad that I hate it that much. I do not. I just feel, I wouldn't say betrayed, but I'm a little bit disappointed in the sense. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
The greatest anime betrayal.
You're doing
Pimp
a
and
great job of
NHS.
not listening, Maniac. I wouldn't say I feel betrayed, but the level of play we saw on map 1 and for the majority of map 2 as well, it's like it's gone missing. And Jamie, you posed the question, could that be down to these teams not really feeling comfortable in this environment, knowing that their lives is on the line? It could be the case, but the level has dropped a little bit and it's gotten into this scrappy game so far, but the individuals have started to shine, and that is always fun to see. Pwn alone, getting a lit shot towards Bu, and that's a good opening here for the Whalers. They have to get it going. Dumao, on the other hand, finding Ben, and he's been struggling a little bit. He was struggling on the overpass until the overtime, where he easily did a fantastic job. And you said, James, he got 9 kills in 4 rounds in the overtime.
Exactly, yeah, he stepped it up a hell of a lot.
Unfortunately for him, he hasn't been able to carry that over here, but as said, the individuals have started to shine now. Dumao as well, finding another opener. RCF slowly but surely finding impact. The biggest problem here for EA Gaming is that they have 2 players on 6 and 16 HP. It could become a bit of a problem if Pwn alone and Fang can connect their shots. Good smoke coming in here, and the A hit is about to hit. A good flash for Fang, that could be it, but let's see. 50 seconds left.
50 seconds left indeed, and right now New England Whalers are in a good position to handle this. Whether they can or not is another question. RCF is low on health, and that smoke begins to fade, but no! Pwn alone! Oh, that's the one you really need to hit, but maybe he's baited out enough
Oh my.
for Fang to strike. The position's going to get checked, and Swisher, hello! He steps it up. He takes the pre-fire shot, and it pays off massively. But Rampage, he's been key in so many of these rounds, but he's only going to get one this time around. It's not looking good for the New England Whalers, and Pwn alone, he's not even smoked out. He's just not had a chance to get involved in this. He's been forced back, and he still looks flashed on his camera, and he'll be flashed out of the game as well, because New England Whalers are going to save. And we're going to see a 12th on the board for Yeah Gaming, and the fight for survival continues, but it is getting oh so risky for the CT side.
How many times we see teams forgetting to clear a key position? How many times do we see that? A triple kill, double kill maybe only.
I honestly thought that was going to happen.
Exactly. I thought we were going for it. I thought Fang would have him all from behind, but Swisher with that clean peek, that was impressive. And then I think they did an amazing job just ignoring Pwn alone. He never really had the time to have any kind of impact.
Well, the thing I love there is Pwn alone missed the shot. I don't love the fact he missed the shot, but that caused a bit of a distraction, right? There was focus over towards him, and Swisher still went, nah, don't worry, I'm just going to pop into sandwich and still pop a shot. And imagine if he didn't.
Oh, that is so
Yeah, that was just on point. Good work. This is now where it gets real scary for New England Whalers, though, because they are lacking in many departments here. They've got the saved M4 and AWP with some upgraded pistols alongside it. Armor's in play as well for some of them. But maybe this is where we need to see some of those magic NA Deagle moments come through.
Look at the reaction. Look at the
More
AWP of
aggressive,
Pwn alone trying
yeah.
to make the difference. And I appreciate the idea. They have two weapons going into this round. They have an AWP and a rifle, the M4 onto DJ. So they have to make something happen. You cannot just sit back and relax. The round is not going to come to you. Fast in, a little bit over eager, is going to pay the heavy price.
No refrag at all, though. Swisher didn't even stick around.
That's a weapon that is potentially be recovered, but look at what's happening on the minimap. The B bomb site has fallen. DJ, I would have liked you to fight for it. I would have liked him to give it his all, because he's going to be the only player able to do any kind of impact on that B side. But now that the retake is engaged, I don't really see New England Whalers going back into this. Look at the utility they have. One smoke, two flashes. It's going to be extremely complicated.
You take the weapon you picked up, you save it on over, you know?
You do.
You take 3 weapons into it. You save the armor and stuff, or not, because Rampage just went out to his death. This is less than ideal. I get it, you want to try and take some more weapons here. Why has no one picked up the AK off Fastin's body?
Well,
what?
I think they
What
heard
is
you.
going on?
I think they heard you, James. Look at this. Pwn alone is leaving the premises.
Yep.
And Fang is...
Dumal's on the hunt, though. Oh, boy. Okay, not enough time.
Find the AK.
Yeah, I hope so.
There, he got it.
There it is.
He got it. So they keep on the AWP for the next round. They have an AK retrieved. Now they have full money.
Yep.
And I can understand the use of the tactical timeout. I think that is a perfect timing to do so. They are currently facing the tide, a huge tide against them. EA Gaming have the momentum. Their executes on the ace that have been absolutely pristine. They switch things around time and time again, sometimes towards B, but it is complicated for them to handle it.
Oh, the flip side, or maybe the upside down. Fang and Ben Leet went to combined 1-12 in opening duels in regulation on Overpass. And yet the New England Whalers still won the map, because when it came to the overtime, we ignore regulation and we see that Ben Leet can be a boss.
Look, don't get me wrong. Being able to step up massively during overtime is great. That is an asset. That is an asset that you need in any player. But it doesn't preclude the fact that he was absent. It was completely away in the first place. That is an issue, right? We need to think about the positive, but we need to be realistic as well. The lack of input he had during the game, that cannot happen again. In, beautiful flash. He created that opportunity on his own.
Yeah, it's all falling apart once again for the Whalers. And look, Fastin actually doesn't need to push on this now. If he wants to sit back, they sit in a great position to try and split onto A's site. It's only Rampage that will be in their way, and well, he's certainly deadly. He knows what could be going on. They might line up a bit here for him. They don't check it. Oh, I thought he was going to get the second. But RCF, a quick flick.
Oh, wait a minute. They're putting it back together.
Around. This is nice. The Whalers need this one. It'll be huge if they can. And Ben chimes in with an important kill.
How aware are they that Dumao is just making his way towards market.
Oh god. Oh god.
I think Bentley just realized it's going to be a
Is he
matter
gonna
of 2
check
seconds.
it?
I think he's got it. I think he's got it. He's just going to aim, and he saw a
Oh,
shoulder.
no.
That is it. The bomb is going to be on the ground. Oh my god, I got tense just for a little bit here. I thought that could have been a potential
Were you
miss.
thinking a quick flick from Dumao and then Ben
I mean,
just goes what?
I've seen, you know, more incredible during these few days here, and now Trisha did very little to hope
Whoa.
for. That's 1 kill. It's the first step. It's 33.3% of what he needs to do. He's jumping around like Flipper the Dolphin, going in for another frag, trying to do the AWP, but Bentley would put him on the floor with the USP. 9 kills. He's stepping up slowly but surely. He's had impact in this round. That's the least we can say.
He has had impact in this round. And also, shout out to Matthew Elmore, the head coach for, I say, X-Chaos, because that organization screwed the whole team over. He's like, enjoying the cast. Ignores Pimp.
Yeah, guess someone has been...
I didn't actually read it, and then I noticed Pimp's name's not in it.
Yeah, well,
Well,
not everyone can take it in that way. It is what it is, James, though. Chaos have been a bit hit or miss this tournament. At the end of the day, they qualified for the playoff, but not in the fashion we would like to see, not the fashion we've seen them play before.
I actually feel so bad, Pimp. I'm sorry. I just read what he
Don't-
said, and I was like,
don't-
oh, it's nice.
Don't at all. It's a fair question to poise out of that. Now, I feel I would lose my professional integrity if I was not focusing on what the game is actually about, and that is playing some lovely Counter-Strike and some decent Counter-Strike, and both of these lineups have done it so far in periods of the game.
Whoa!
Dumao, in particular, stepping it up here on the T side, putting Year Gaming up to a good position to take it to 14. I think he's been stepping it up. I think Year have been stepping it up. I said it was getting a bit too scrappy for my taste, but it seems like they want to take me on my word. Bu finds a kill as well. Rampage will have to defend the B bomb side by himself. Has no backup whatsoever. Finds a kill. His 20th RCF goes in for a punish, and another one by RCF. 3 versus 1. Pew alone. In a 1 versus 3 with an AWP in hand. The money is not looking good. Question is, does he go for it? And I think he will now. Nice shot towards RCF, but he's not aware there's a player on his left. He has to check it when he gets out, and he won't. Fasten put Year Gaming on 14 rounds. This game was close. It was going back and forth, but it seems like Year Gaming have taken over.
I am still shocked by Dumao's Ferrari peak on the AWP. That was so massive. It is such a hard duel to be winning. You have a scoped rifle on your head just waiting for you to pop up, and then he basically just ruins him on the spot, creating the opportunity and the space they needed. For New England Whaler, it is all or nothing now. 1 more round and they'd be facing overtime. 2 rounds and they are out of this tournament. Starts well with Dumao, again posting a new kill. Fang,
Needs to be careful.
good for the trade, and he needs to get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
but there's a
that's it.
committee just waiting for him down middle.
Now, once again, though, the Whalers do have a chance, and there's some damage done at top mid. But they fall out. They fall victim. Yeah, Gaming was set up and ready for the pushes to come on through. Ben Leet's not going to have much of a hope in hell's chance with the SMG in play, unless they get close range to him. Pone alone's going to have to do a lot of work in this one, and we could be on for a 15th round for Yeah Gaming. Maniac's bringing up some stats, and he gives me his finger. I'm wondering what's going to come
I'm
next.
going for this.
Oh, what
I
you
wanted
got?
to mention that the last time these two teams met on Mirage, it was a 16-10 victory for Ye.
Oh, wow.
You have a
Okay,
feeling
so
of
very
déjà vu.
similar. Deja vu. could
It
be
is
coming.
déjà vu
Here we go,
indeed.
Ben. This could work. No one's checking it. Now he can upgrade the weapon as well. Game, set, and nearly matched. Can Ben do some more heroics? Oh, he picks up the kill perfectly.
Oh,
he gets
Ben.
another as well. He's spraying them out. Ben, right when you need it. Crucial moments, trying to fight back within it. And we spoke about what he did in overtime. Well, now he's trying to shine again. But it's still fasting with a good amount of utility behind the broken wall. I don't like this spot for a clutch. It's one you're definitely going to check. He goes on to Pone alone, and that's the AWP taken out, but he's taking some damage alongside with it. He's trying to clutch for the 15th, but he does it. I said clutch, but clutch, you know, all the same.
Clap back is what he's doing.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, man.
In the clutch, man. That adjustment at the very end, I thought he would be traded every day of the week. His position revealed, but he snaps on his last opponent. Look at this, the second kill. He's looking for it, and that was so swift. Ben Leet, you mentioned him.
I
He tried
thought he
his
had it.
damnedest. He tried everything to bring the round back. It was a 2v4, but it wasn't enough. And EA Gaming 1 round away from staying alive in this competition.
It was so close for Ben to make the magic happen there. Pone missed the crucial AWP shot. And again, I think fatigue is playing a factor here for these guys. I don't actually know what time it is for America. I wasn't being on about us.
Let's not
The way
go
you
on
looked
this
at
wild
me.
journey, and let's keep an eye on what's happening. Yay Gaming, I think they've identified that financially speaking, they have the upper hand right now. So they're just ready to absorb any kind of aggression. And speaking of aggression, it is happening towards mid. Swisha, if he's not careful, he might be punished. Rampage is extremely close, but Fastin's opening up the debate with an extremely important kill towards the A side. Rampage, that was not pretty, but he will do the job. Look at Fastin taking so much space,
Nice.
and Bentley is too quick on his finger.
They're not done yet. They're not going down without a fight. Rampage, though, he's got to be careful. The bomb was in spawn. Rampage was running towards it, and Bu spots him out. Dumal now taking the fight onto Pone alone. It's a 2 versus 3, and yeah, Gaming, they are so close to getting the win here and taking it on the deciding map of Mirage. DJ has other words, and the bomb. Oh! So unlucky, the timing. Bentley may be the unluckiest North American player we have seen this tournament. In moments where he's nearly pulling it back, but DJ has a chance here. He does have a smoke as well, Maniac. That could be the difference maker with it. And look where the bomb's planted. He can actually smoke it, yeah, and sit right behind the box. This could work. He doesn't have a kit though. Oh, errors. He goes in for the first fight, 1 found. He's going to try and stick the defuse. He needs to hold on to it. Oh,
He's taking it.
taking it.
He's taking it.
Oh, the knife.
He's going to go in with the knife, and he's going to knife. He's just avoiding him. What is happening? He's going to make it. Yay, 16-9, winning the third map of Mirage.
New England Whalers are eliminated from the DreamHack Masters Winter 2020 North American Edition. Nearly they got the 16-10 result in. Nearly we saw them battle back in some way. And over again, we come and ask ourselves the question of how unlucky can they get? These small moments in their first bend that we just saw, and now then on the defuse, DJ trying to do it all. If he had a kit, man.
If he had a kid, man. Considering the first map, I think we got a game, right? We got a game that we quite didn't expect. The first map was very convincing when it came to the Whalers. They were not really doing too well, only grabbing 2 rounds. But when we got into the second map, there was a fight. Both teams showing some decency, both teams showing some good Counter-Strike at times, but it was also scrappy at times, just like we expect. When it came into Mirage, again, back and forth. And as you said, this one, the scoreline probably really doesn't, tell the cool and the right picture here. I think it was much closer than the scoreline suggests. Both teams could have gone with it.
Well, let's kick ourselves to a break, and when we come back, we'll be unpacking what happened in this game, doing the interviews, and telling you what's coming up tomorrow. We are back here one last time at the DreamHack Masters Winter 2020 as we've just watched Yeah Gaming eliminate the New England Whalers. And when it came to this matchup, it was wild. It was very up and down. We started off with a 16-2, went to overtime on the second map, which was New England Whalers' pick, and then we had a more middle ground in Mirage that came through at the end through a defuse that almost happened. He didn't have a kit. It didn't work out in the end, but these guys tried from start to finish. And I think ultimately, yeah, proved they were the better team. We preferred them when they went up against Team 1 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they got unlucky against Team 1, but they didn't win the clutches they were supposed to win. There was this bomb plant diffusion as well, some chaotic scenes.
Favorite.
Yeah, it was a interesting game, let's put it that way. I'm just glad we got to see a good game after all. The first map wasn't pretty, right? A 16-2 victory. You're thinking, okay, yeah, Gaming, that was the most impressive thing we've seen from any of the teams so far in this tournament. They were playing so well. Every time they got an advantage, they were falling back, playing together, and they played calm and composed. I thought to myself, okay, if they're going to show up like that on map number 2, they're probably going to win. But the Whalers, they wouldn't leave without a fight. And they did a good job finding their way back into that series, despite winning in overtime and overpass.
The phone is ring-a-ling-a-dinging, and we've got Swisha with us from Yeah. Swisha, that was a very crazy series, my man. You got a big smile on your face. Man. I'm going to start with, Overpass, right? Let's talk about that, because Inferno, you dominated. And honestly, I thought you were going to get the 2-0. And then Overpass slowly slipped away. What went wrong for you guys on Overpass? Did you kind of run out of ideas? Because your T side showed some strengths and then really just fell flat.
Yeah, we kind of were hoping we would get more, honestly, rounds on our CT side to begin with. But on our T side, we wanted to continue ending B just to kind of stay away from Poe and A. He's such a good operator, and it's kind of scary to get him away from A. But the trades just didn't go our way in overtime. Ben had picked up the op. He was having a rough game, and he picked up that op and was kind of just shutting us down towards B.
And what did you guys talk about, though, when going into Mirage? Because we saw Mirage come in first half, a bit back and forth, a bit more scrappy. We saw less of the more tactical elements from you guys, I would say. It became a bit more of a brawl.
Yeah, into Mirage, like, we're just telling ourselves, like, we're the better team. Our Mirage is really good. We've played them on Mirage before. I think we've beat them on it once or twice now. We were just trying to play our own game on Mirage, just a lot more confident. Just kind of sticking to the basics, not trying to overcomplicate anything.
You guys are still alive in this tournament, and we've been talking about here on the desk how much it means to certain teams to go far in this tournament. For you as a team, how important is it for you to make the playoff and make a name out of yourself at a tournament of this caliber?
I think it's definitely huge. This was actually the first tournament I've ever, like, a tier 1 tournament that I've ever qualified for. And that was a huge win for me, personally. But obviously, we want to go all the way. This is a big tournament for us, and we want to show, like, what we're capable of. And against Team 1, we felt like we should have beat Team 1 there. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're pretty prepared. I think we're ready to go all the way.
After the first map, we stood here under this saying that was probably the best we've seen anyone play in this tournament so far. Then, as you said, coming into the second map, it was a bit back and forth. You said it was your first time playing a tournament of this caliber. Could you feel that on the third map? Because it got a bit scrappy at times.
A little bit. I kind of just tell myself that, like, I'm the best player in the server. That's what I kind of try to run through my own head, that I'm the best player in the server. Just do what I want to do, make the play. I think we felt it a little bit, but I think we felt like we had that game under control.
Now,
a couple rounds that were a little sketchy, but yeah.
I heard that you now go from playing this crazy game to another game in ESEA, and it's a very important one. Who are you playing?
Yes.
And you guys must be feeling pretty tired right now anyway, and what's going to happen?
We're playing GGPR for the advanced finals. It's a best of 5.
Oh, wow.
So we're going into that right away, basically, in 15 minutes. So we're pretty confident, obviously. We beat them before to send them into the lower bracket 2-0. Pretty dominant wins. So we're a little tired. I'm about to go eat dinner after this interview, so I'm starving.
Well, Swisher, we were hungry as well because it's a late night for us. So you know what? I'll let you go. Good luck in your final, though. I hope you get the win as well, and it'll be a big win and a big day for you guys.
Thank you so much.
That is insane. This man has a best-of-5 final after he just played a long best-of-3 that went to overtime. He thought they were going to close it out nice and quick after the 16-2 on Inferno, as did we. And we're still here, but we're getting to go to bed in a bit. He's not. We'll take a look at the brackets, though. We'll see where we're at right now when it comes to Group B, because there is a tough task on their hands ahead of them. They've got to deal with Mythic next, and we did all like what we saw from Mythic a bit more than what we may have expected.
Yeah, but again, I think Inferno and Mirage in general were good maps coming out of EA Gaming, and if they can bring that kind of level against Mythic, I think we're going to have a good game on our hand. Both teams with sound fundamentals on such maps. I know that the level can diverge a little bit depending on what map we end up on, but it should be a great game.
It should be a great game for sure. And I do wish them the best of luck going into this game, because if they get a win in the finals, right, then they're going to be very happy overall going into this game tomorrow. They're definitely getting a lot of experience and practice across these games, that's for sure. So let's look at the next part of the bracket and see where we're at across the board for North America. Group A, this is where we started on things today. We're going to get Rebirth taking on Triumph, a rematch this time around. Triumph potentially should be the favourites on paper, you would say?
Yeah, we talked to Triumph after the win today, and they agreed, that they weren't playing up to their best in the first game, and they felt like they are the better team. So, of course, I think Rebirth, they must feel they are better since they already beat them, whereas Triumph come in, with the feeling and self-confidence that they can do better than they've been doing so far in this tournament. So that should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. Again, as I said, I think we saw glimpses of what Triumph can offer today. They weren't playing up to the best of the best. They said that as well. The lack of practice, lack of preparation seems to be a tendency for all the teams coming in. But as the tournament progresses, as we get to see them play more, I guess all teams are getting better slowly but surely.
We've got to take a look at the results as well from today overall, because we've seen a lot of Counter-Strike action across both EU and NA, and this is what it looked like today. A lot of 2-0s for our European counterparts. Seems the story of their lives. Good old Launders and Scrawny and Frankie, not having to work as hard as us. But when it comes to our side of things, we got all the maps, all the rounds and everything alongside it. On the second stream, though, North, they got taken down by Godsent. Still, they're not hitting the mark, are they, these guys?
Yeah, Godsent still taking names rather, but the Astralis G2 game, that was a really interesting one. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the VOD.
That was close to
We
the
had
last
some of
map.
these, signature Astralis moment late in the game, finding the answers, finding the solutions, and Glaive taking back the reins as an IGL. I think that's an exciting prospect.
It is an exciting prospect, potentially the old Astralis back in action. But what I want to do now is take a look at our top 5 plays of the day. It's always fun to relive some of these crazy moments, and we're starting off with Brokey with a 4K pistol. It was in the FaZe versus Complexity game. Power pistol to the young man. And this guy, right, whatever happens with FaZe, I just want to see Brokey succeed. I like this kid.
I said he was one of the rookies to keep an eye on.
We go into Cajun B and an ace on Overpass. Cajun hasn't had much success in his career as of lately, neither has North, but he's slowly but surely starting to warm up. And this AK-47 action is crisp from Cajun B.
Look, North is in disarray in general, and it's nice to see Cajun B stepping up and being the man that they need, being the reference, being the model. I think he's got it in him, and we saw it in that clutch, or rather in that action. That was beautiful work with the AK. Good footwork at that. Number 3, we have Lekro, a man that I often talk to as a extremely skilled player, and he demonstrated. Oh my god, that was so fast, so crisp from Lekro. Look at this. Spray, transfer control, into spray again, a little bit more, and a headshot at the end.
Now we're going on to Rush. He manages to get a 1v2 in the FaZe Complexity game. Rush is a man that can be consistent and continue to deliver, and this was an all-important one for him to pick up.
Sure was, but it was important for Rush and important that he finds some success with Complexity as well. They have been struggling a little bit lately, but they're still winning the games. We move into the number 1, which is a 1 versus 5 from Floppy. An ace, 5 kills with the AUG, and winning a 1 versus 5, despite it being against Spirit, that is impressive. And Floppy, in general, for Cloud9, he's been playing some hearts out kind of stuff.
Yeah, we have the info out there. 16 seconds and an ace. That's not too bad.
That's not bad. I think that's just a clip 16 seconds, though, I don't think that was actually the whole round. That would be impressive.
That would be even more mad.
Imagine if...
For a second, I was like, wow, that's really fast 1v5.
Imagine if 4 of his teammates died in 16 seconds, and then he gets the
I thought about the 1v5. that could have been. There's a world. It's
definitely.
late.
Could certainly be there. But guys, we're getting towards the end of the show once again, and it's time for us to thank our amazing sponsors, because without them, we wouldn't be able to put on the DreamHack Masters Winter. Thank you to Corsair, Monster Energy, Intel, MSI, and of course, the US Air Force. Oh, we're not done yet. I've got to close the show. I just did the whole...
It's all right, man. You're the host. You decide. We're just here to talk about the game. I mean, do you think it's time?
I was just like, yeah, it's time. No, we've got to look at the game that we're coming in tomorrow. We're
Let's
going
do
to see Cloud9 back in action tomorrow. That's going to be a good one.
Cloud9 again, yeah, they survived the threat against Spirit, and I think that every victory they put on board, they gain more and more respect, they gain more credit as a team, and it's been an interesting journey to see them bounce back from that, flashpoint deficit, but now we have a playoff bracket.
I'm having fun here. I'm going to give you all the predictions. First of all, we know Godsent beat North, so Heroic are going to beat Godsent.
All right.
Mals are going to beat Cloud9.
Interesting.
Furia is going to beat Complexity.
I see you dodged that one.
And Gambit are going to beat Astralis.
Yeah, potentially. I think the way Gambit has been playing so far in this tournament, there's definitely a chance they could beat Astralis.
I convinced him. I brought him over.
I'm not sure if you convinced me, but I've been impressed by what I've seen from Gambit, let's be honest. The way they've been playing in this tournament has been stellar so far, and if Astralis is playing like they did against G2 today, I think we have a good matchup on our hand. If not, and if they've been playing like they have lately, I think there is a realistic chance Gambit could make it into a semi-final of a tournament of this caliber, and to them as well, just like we're talking about some of the North American teams, that would mean the world.
I'm a happy little CIS man because Pimp is also singing the praises of Gambit. We're making it work in some way, but don't take my predictions, anyone, because so far they have not been going so well at all. Only Gambit are the ones I've been getting right. You should probably follow the analysts because they're the smart ones. But we're done for another day. It is late here, and we'll be back tomorrow with more amazing action. 4 more best of 3s to bring you across the DreamHack Masters Winter mainstream. Make sure you tune in, and we'll see you then.